Hello everyone, I'm Piyush. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we will see what to do if you had no income during the financial year 2022. Without wasting any time, let's get into it. The tax season is here. It's less than a month away, and again, you have to do it before the deadline to avoid paying any penalties. You have to submit all the forms required. If you had any income, you earned anything, you had wages, salary, scholarships, or any fellowships that are taxable, you need to file your tax returns with the IRS before the deadline. So there are some students who didn't earn any income, they did not do part-time or any internship for the financial year 2022. Even if you didn't have any income, you need to fill a form, that is form 8843. But don't worry, it's just a simple 2-page form. It's very easy to fill. There's no complicated calculations. In this video, I will show you line by line what you have to fill. You can just finish it in a few minutes. This video is for educational purposes only. I'm just a student like you all. This is how I filled my form 8843. Even if you had any income or you didn't have any income, you need to fill this form 8843. This is how I filled my form, and I will show you exactly how I filled, so you can just use this as a reference. If you have any doubt, you can contact the tax administrator at your university and they can help you with that. This is not a tax return form, but this is a form that is required by the IRS. It's an informational form and you are required to fill that even if you had no income. So make sure that you have it ready. Don't hire any agent or don't pay anyone for that. It's a simple form. I will show you the form and tell you what all you need to fill as a student. You just have to fill that, date that, print that and mail it to the IRS before the deadline, that is 18th April 2023. The form 8843 is required to be filled by the people who stayed in the US for the financial year 2022, who are on F1, F2, J1 or J2 status, and who are a non-resident alien for tax purposes. Again, non-resident aliens are people who stayed less than 5 years in the US. So most probably if you only arrived in the US 1 or 2 years back, you will be considered as a non-resident alien and you have to fill this form 8843 even if you didn't have any source of income in the year 2022. So I will share my screen and let's begin. So you can just start by searching form 8843 PDF. You'll get that from the IRS website. This is the form. Let's download it. So when you open that, you can see this form, you can fill it. So you have to keep this blank because this is already for the year 2022. Keep this portion blank. Enter your name and initial, that will be P, and your last name and your SSN number or ITIN number if you have any. If you don't have this number, you can keep it blank. This is your address in country of residence. If you are from India, you will enter your Indian address right here, and this is for the address in the US. So for the first line, you have to enter the type of US visa and the date you entered in the US. So if you are a F1 student, you enter F1 and you enter the date that you entered in the US. So I came on 28 December 2021, so I will enter that date in the month, date, year format. Enter your current immigration status. So if you are a F1 student, enter F1 student. Enter your country of citizenship. I am from India, so I will enter India. Which country issued your passport? It's again India. Enter your passport number. Enter the actual number of days you were present in the US. So I came in 2021 December. So for 2020 I will put 0. For 2021 it was 4 days for me, and for 2022 I went back to India for 3 months. So actual number of days present in the US was 265 for me, so I will enter 265. If you stayed the whole year, you can enter it as 365, or else if you went outside the US, you need to calculate that. You can see on the I-94, or you can calculate it based on the calendar. You can see the flight tickets and calculate the number of days accordingly. Enter the number of days in 2022 you can claim. You can exclude for the purposes of substantial present test. You can just enter this number as this number, the number of days you were actually present in the US in 2022. So it will be 265. So if you are a student, you have to leave the second part blank and move to the third part, that is for students. So here you have to enter the name, address and phone number of the institution. So you enter Purdue University International Students and Scholars. Address is 4. And enter the phone number 165 494 5770. This is the phone number of the institution. In the name, address and phone number of the director of the academic, you can access your I-20 and see the designated school official and enter the details accordingly. Address will be same as the one entered above. So coming to the 11th line, you enter the type of US visa you held during each of the years. So again, I came only in 2021, so everything else will be blank. Enter F1 here. I don't know, I'm not able to enter the F1 here, so I can't type F1, so I can just insert a text box. I will write F1 and put it in 2021. I can change the size. And put it as F1. So I'm done with this. I don't know if you guys might face the same problem, but enter F1 in the year 2021 and accordingly for all the years. So the 12th line is, were you present in the US as a teacher, train your student for more than 5 calendar years? It should be most probably no. So tick on this box. In the 13th question, they ask, did you apply for any resident status or to change your resident status as a lawful permanent resident? So again, it should be no. We will move to the next page. The part 4, again you have to skip it as a student. Part 5 also you have to skip it if you didn't have any medical condition for the financial year. You just skip this whole 5th part. And that's it for your form. You just have to print it. You can sign it here and put the date here. So as you saw, it's a very simple form that you can fill it by yourself. Don't need to pay any agent $40, $50 or $60. You can just do it yourself. Just make sure you print it out, you sign it, you put the date and mail it to the IRS on their address before the deadline. Don't think that you don't have to file any forms if you didn't have any income. This is a must and you must do it. Share this with people who might find it useful. Thank you again for watching. Until next time.